There we go. I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again, on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is about how there is something or someone somewhere in space and time that uniquely needs your help, right? That there is a moment somewhere in the universe where you and you being who you are to the world will make the world better. Literally. Right? And you can say, no, Melt, I don't believe you, but I'd rather you don't do that. And you would rather just experiment with me going forward, right? We try this thing called life. We keep living despite it being hard sometimes. And then you let me know. You let me know how you happen to be the missing puzzle piece in one experience or another. It's nice having you here, Simon. Enjoy Vive and to the friends lurking. Sending you all blessings. I got myself a nug of White Widow yesterday. I've heard so much about White Widow, but I've never had any. So I'm gonna share this experience with you, friends. It is so nice to have you here. Thank you for making me feel useful, for making me feel like I am, in one way or another, a missing puzzle piece. Woo, I'm dropping my little nug because it was so sticky, it was sticking to my tweezers. Good problems to have. Yes. Very pretty. I suddenly feel scattered now. Like I had it all figured out, and now suddenly it's all gone, evaporated. I think it's because I was still going in a direction. There we go. That I just woo. This is acting like very spongy. It's good. It's good. I just didn't expect it to fight me as much as it did. There we go. You friends are tuning into the fractal with me. It is a new scarf. I am wearing new scarves. I got 4 new ones. 4 of them. There's already 4 upvotes on this stream. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for your lovin's. Y'all got new scarf. I just noticed that there's a part of symmetry. Yeah, I'm super happy. Tani Charlene bought me 4 of them from, I think, Timu or something, and they arrived today. I am very grateful to say. Since we're talking about being little puzzle pieces, right? The potential missing puzzle pieces in our universe, I do feel now, finally, that I have the room to share some good news with you, friends. Smells nice. And the good news is as such. I told you, friends, about a potential job coming up the 22nd and 23rd of June. Drum and Bass Festival that's going to happen at the Joint. And it was kind of like, this could happen, potentially, is gonna happen. And the previous festival that we did, White Rabbit, we did kind of do knowing we won't get paid for it, right? And I remember telling you friends about that, and some of you friends being like, no, right? So I was there for this experience with you friends, where I was like, oh, I'm gonna, go and do this work again, but we haven't really talked about my quote. We haven't really talked about, how long it's gonna take. We haven't really talked about anything that is like of measurable value kind of vibes. So I sit back, right? I did start doing the work, and then I realized that I haven't actually established any fractals of payment with him. So I kind of like opened that dialogue, and then the dialogue is opened, and it isn't necessarily in that moment directly closed, and I kind of leave it open for a while afterwards, right? Biding my time, really kind of occupying the space of, I know what my time is worth. Thankfully, thank you to you, friends, that I do not have to rely on this, thing as like my livelihood. This is something that I'm going to do because I want to, right? Like understanding that like intention behind my actions, and then just kind of like taking a back seat. Spent like a week and a bit, week and a half at most, waiting for feedback, and then 2 days ago, getting feedback. Like basically getting asked, what is our pricing? How much will we quote for the weekend? Can we do the projectors as well? Basically getting all of these narrative beats, and then asks me to send him a quote. And I send him a quote. I quote him for my time. I quote him for the software. I quote him for the projector we'll be using for the weekend. And I send it. And I kind of send it from this perspective of, now we wait 2 weeks again, right? And it's gonna be like the 18th of June, and then the festival is gonna come up in like 5 days, and there's gonna be like, what's happening, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm still waiting for the quote. But none of that. None of that. The quote came through yesterday, officially. So we are now officially paid for the work that we're doing. Even before the festival is here, And like I kind of, in part at least, expected like maybe half the payment, and then we would receive half the payment afterwards. But to my surprise, the full quote was paid. And to you friends are like, it's like how much? It's like $410, give or take. So it's not an insane amount, right? But it's a start. It's a start. $410. Like we're like when it comes down to the brass tacks of it, it ends up being like about $75 in our pockets for me and John, right? So technically, I'm making $75 for that weekend. But again, that's about 25% of what I've been earning in a month, doing what we're doing right now. So I feel good. I feel good about the fact that it's working. The imposter monster, that part of you that keeps telling you that you're not good enough, keeps telling you that you don't have it figured out, that you're not worth it, right? Like there's things happening that's slowly but surely stomping on that version of myself. It doesn't make him any more quiet. It just makes him flatter, right? It's like he doesn't have as much carry. Like his words don't mean as much. So, thank you, friends. Thank you for letting me celebrate with you. It's always a pleasure getting to be in these moments together. Can you open my chat quickly with your friends? The world is that much more blessed due to my presence in it. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. This I agree with. This is true. It is. Like my life, unironically, is better. Right? And I am a little bit biased, to be honest. Right? But I have scarves, 2 scarves actually, that came from Joy Vive that I've made many a flowers with. Right? Boom. World better. And if you didn't exist, no scarf, no flowers, right? That's me literally trying to simplify it to the point of it being something material like this, right? And then just think about the true implications of everything that you are and everything that you do for this world. Hey, Zano, blessings to you. Trying to put my stresses aside and get ready for Duckling's birthday tomorrow. I will be baking a chocolate. I'm live again. I was disconnected for a second. That does sound nice. Are you going to ice it? Like Pikachu's yellow, bro. I want to see a photo. I want to see a photo. I don't care what it looks like. I just want to see. Anything is better than the smell of rotting cicada corpses by the millions. So gross out here. Ugh. Yay, birthday. How old is Duckling? She will be 5 tomorrow. Getting her Switch. I mean, bro, like, you can literally You can literally steal all of her cake, bro, and eat it in front of her, kind of meme-like, and then give her the Switch, and it will still be one of her favorite birthdays. So you're just going to make it favorite, you'll be fine, bro. Love is true. Mm. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect. Hey Google. Leafly White Widow. Yum yum yums. The second one is definitely better. Okay. I'm reading the terpene profile right now, and I can kind of see it. Woody, spicy, herbal, earthy. I'm tasting a lot of sweetness in this as well, and a lot of licorice. I'm tasting that licoricey, but not overpoweringly so, in a nice way, kind of. I really like the way this tastes. White Widow is a hybrid wheat strain made from genetic cross between Brazilian sativa, landrace, and a resin-heavy South Indian indica. Woo. This one tastes so similar to me to the way the Durban Poison did as well. But the Durban Poison only had the licoricey flavors that I'm getting on this one, where this one has alongside it like fruity, piney, citrusy, mangoey flavors as well. I really like it. Like, I like it so much it's making me a little bit angry. Because I'm not gonna get more of it. It's not a good use of my resources to share like that. Alright. This strain is 60% sativa and 40% indica. White Widow is one of the most famous strains worldwide. That is why I got myself a nug. Like the flavors are lingering in a very nice way as well. This might be one of my favorites. Like it's close contender to be on top 5 of all of the strains I've tried. Famous worldwide, first bred in the Netherlands by Greenhouse Seeds in the 1990s. Its buds are its buds are white with crystal resin. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Warning you on the potent effects to come. Weirdly enough, I don't know if this is true, but it says only 15% of THC on this. And in a weird occurrence, the nug I have, I honestly think looks better than the nug in the photo. It's usually the opposite way around, right? But that doesn't look like a star nug. This just looks like the old version of White Widow, what it used to be, and this feels like it's 2024 White Widow. Like I can feel it effectively gazoofing me as well. There's a bee stuck. If it struggles for too long, I'll help it. Sometimes it finds its way out. Let's see if we can help it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Little bee. Here, get caught on my scarf, dude. Get caught on my scarf, and then I'm gonna save your ride. Oh, it escaped me. The sun is making it a little difficult. No, 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 don't worry. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just trying to help. The sun. go, I got her. Free! Yay! Like when I opened my scarf to let it on, she came crawling out, kind of like she was under a bunch of blankets. It was kind of cute. Hello, lovelies. Let me open this. I haven't finished reading this either, so let me quickly. A powerful burst of euphoria and energy breaks through immediately, stimulating both conversation and creativity. White Widow is 15% THC, making the strain an ideal choice for moderate cannabis consumers. Leafly's marijuana patients often choose the White Widow when dealing with symptoms associated with stress, anxiety, and pain. White Widow features flavors like woody, spicy, herbal, and earthy. I didn't get much of that on mine, at least. Personally, no wood, no some spice, some herbaliness, maybe some like very low earthiness. But I was getting like maybe some people register that earthiness as a sweet flavor as well, like honey-esque. So maybe that's the way I'm supposed to interpret it. The dominant terpenes of this strain are myrcene, which is like mango, and chirophyllene, which is I believe like pepper. Those growing conditions, through though growing conditions and strain phenotypes may impact the exact blend. The average price of White Widow typically ranges from $8 to $12 per gram. Yeah, it sounds about right. That's why I'm not getting any more of it. White Widow is a balanced hybrid that can be enjoyed by both indica and sativa lovers. It has a flowering time, chunky conical buds with a loose and fluffy structure that are easily to break despite their stickiness. Weirdly enough, when we started our video and we broke off a little piece of this, it got so stuck from the stickiness to the tweezers that it ended up dropping to the ground because I was opening the tweezers and they weren't letting go. It smells very nice. Yeah, love is true. We have tried some White Widow. I still have like three hits from the Dynavap. Right, and like that's the nice thing about the Dynavap. Like I took that little piece of this nug, and we'll get like 4, if we're lucky, 5 Dynavap hits off of that little piece. Efficiency sake. Oh, Mel, that must mean you. And I'm not spending money on weed. No, I honestly believe that I've probably started spending more money on weed since I got my Dynavap than ever before, because I realized there's a difference, right? For a very long time, I only grew my own bud, and I had a lot. We overdid it a little bit the one year where we grew like 22 plants. And then we harvested all of it and we put it in bags. So I was like smoking on that lemon haze. Yeah, for a wrong time. Wrong time. And I was just smoking it, right? So it was kind of like just one note. It was strong. It did what it was supposed to do, but I was smoking it in joints and in pipes. And that was kind of the end of it. And then you friends kind of saw me experience Dynavap for the first time in my life. And it did come as a surprise that there is such a difference in taste from one strain to another. And that surprise stimulated the need or the want, or I should just say the curiosity in me to go and try new things. Ideally, I'll try new things by growing them myself, but it's cool that I can share. It is cool that I have that option available to me, right? On day 1, 2, 5, 3, Melt gets paid. Technically, I got paid yesterday, but I didn't feel like yesterday was the right day to talk about it. Didn't feel like it was the same beat I was kind of like following. You look so pretty and happy today. Me? Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel pretty and happy today. I feel loved. I feel appreciated by the world. I feel like I'm useful. I am useful. I'm helping. Don't you dare, don't you dare look at me. Don't you dare look at me like I'm not helping. White Widow about to take you in a different direction. I feel like weed isn't supposed to, at least in my experience, do that much to me. Sometimes it does, but I feel like this is just where I want to be. I like this strain. Like it's not like I'm, oh no, I'm so high. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just like I'm feeling good, and I'm here for the conversation. I don't feel bottlenecked, and I feel very unstressed. It's nice. It's very nice. White Widow gets me ready for a nap. Yeah, we doesn't do that to me, unfortunately. Like, and I've said this, the only time when weed starts to, and at least with the Dynavap now, doing it this way, and I'm saying it like that from the perspective of doing it with my Dynavap. It's probably still will do that to me if I smoked it, but I refuse to do that from a bodily perspective. And that shows me that it's the smoking that does more of the harm. But I have to like hit close to, throughout the day, 15 to 20 Dynavaps to get to that point at the end of the day where I'm like, right? Otherwise, it's just no difference, no difference really. I don't know if it's a tolerance thing. Maybe it is a tolerance thing. Dialogue is overrated. How much quote? Yeah, I like how Simon asked. Yeah, sounds okay. At least I did give you the information. Well done, Melty, for that. It's doing what you love and the money and getting paid for it. Well done. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like last time, the White Rabbit Festival, we kind of did from a perspective of like this needs to be done. Uh, you know, like sure, we're not going to get paid for it, but it is an opportunity to actually do this, and we did do it, and we did it well enough. And it was at that festival that I actually invited the organizer of the festival that we're doing right now, right? So he was like hitting me up, asking me to send some media of like our work. Like, please send me some video of like what you've done. And I'm like, oh, like I don't have any video of what we've done because we haven't done anything technically just yet. But I say to him, we do have this festival coming up, and since I'm a crew, I have like a +1, so you can just rock up and I'll give you a ticket for free. And he does. He does. He totals his car technically, right? Not accidentally, but more mechanically totals his car. Like on the way there, his whole engine seizes. Right? Car is wrecked. His dad had to come and fetch him at the festival to tow his car back. Like that's the fractal. And still, like smiles on his face. Like honestly, if my car got wrecked on the way to a festival, I would not. You would not see me smiling. Maybe a person could make me smile, but me just ruminating in my own brains, I would not be fucking smiling. There would be no smiling, no smiling at all. And he was like so a little upbeat, lively, conversational. We made the connection. It was nice to kind of connect that way. He saw what we can do. He liked what he was seeing. One of his, I think, his marketing guy was there as well. Also liked the visuals. Also connected with me. Was like, yo, we're gonna be working together.
I just wanted to mention if later, if you're going to play before the end of the stream, I
You
will join you directly off camera.
wanna- Okay,
I'll join you.
that sounds nice. I'll
So
I'll come
just
and call
let me
you.
know when.
I'll do it, bro. Thank you, bro. We're gonna have like a special play sesh after stream today. Me and John are gonna make some music together. Yeah, and then we have each other's numbers. There is communication being had, but up until that point, there was still like a lot of I want to say lack of clarity with the fact that I do want to be paid. And like when I was introduced, we did kind of like start the dialogue of like it is going to be a small party. They only have like such a big budget, you know, can I help out? And like the average rates of the industry are like significantly higher than what we charge for this weekend. And we did so intentionally to kind of like you know, meet them halfway. And hopefully that kind of like keeps opening doors for us in this vector. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and I'm like, I feel a certain way about a lot of work, but I'm I think the fact that I'm just now trusting that I won't just get relentlessly taken advantage of kind of makes it easier for me to kind of commit to a lot of work. Because, geez, there's a lot of corruption and, you know, like getting taken advantage of going around in South Africa. And especially so in my life, just in my life alone, right? One, the most immediate experience that I've personally had was my experience in China, where I ended up working for free, you know, teaching kids for free, just to have like a place to live kind of vibe. Uh, wasn't very happy about that either. And then in my experiential life, watching my dad is a mining engineer. He does have his qualifications. He used to be, I want to say, like a big shot because he was like a project manager, or you know, like one of the main guys overseeing the entire mines in his 30s, right? And I remember that being like a big thing to him. Like in his early 30s, he's already achieved this position, and you know, people were telling him like this and that. And then there was like a lot of shit that went down. Religion, religion got involved. One of my dad's company's board members was like, as God is my witness, there will be a fatality at this mine. Like he was like some sort of board inspector that was like at that mine to like check things out. And then when the board meeting came together afterwards, he stood up and was like, as God is my witness, there will be a fatality here. You know, trying to make his point about like the safety he expects or whatever. And then my dad was like, maybe your God, but not my God. And I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking about this. And he got retrenched. He got retrenched, and he hasn't been able to find work the same way ever since. To the friends who were wondering what a company he was working for at that point, it's Anglo America. Anglo America has some horror stories. So, like, and they're very connected in that whole world. And yeah, and now my dad has been, you know, like since then, and that happened when I was like 10, 11. I was still like a kid when this shit went down, right? And like this mine was very like pivotal to the whole little town that we were close to. And unfortunately, my dad getting retrenched did kind of sink the mine. The mine is dead right now. Like it's literally just standing there. Nothing's happening there. So it's this weird coincidence slash fractal. My dad is like me as well, you know, a hardworking man, and he tries his best to make sure that people are taken care of and that things go according to plan, right? So he was doing a lot in that mine, and then they fired him, and then that entire mine, I think something like 7 months after they retrenched him, was like completely shut down. And it's like thousands of lost jobs. And then my dad got blamed in our community for that, right? Oh yeah, you left, and then stuff went to shit. And then my dad, you know, with this righteous indignation as well, having lost his job from this perspective of standing up for religion, it's so contrived, right? On one side, and then watching my dad trying to like cope with this reality that he shaped for himself by like doing consulting work, and like that mine calling him out to do like consultations with with like potential clients who want to buy the property to continue mining there. And then he's like driving out for free, you know, doing the consultations for free, because there's maybe like a potential that they'll need an engineer that knows the place if they end up buying the place. So there's this hopefulness and doing work for free in hope of something coming of it, and like watching that like my dad communicating with us, this hopefulness is like, oh, but maybe, and then the maybe is no maybe, and then but maybe, and then no maybe, and, and like I don't know, just the fact that I got this quote paid for some reason feels like spiritually a win. Not only a financial win, but like a breaking patterns kind of fractal. So thank you. Thank you, friends. Like I'm not gonna cry. The part of me that wants to cry cries harder. It's like, oh yeah? Kicks tears out of my tear ducts. I'll suck it back. Oh. I think it's working. Oh, thank you for supporting me the way you have. Seriously. Like, you friends have made me feel so valuable and loved, and without your help, none of this would be possible. And I'm being very genuine in saying that. Sure, I'm working and I'm trying hard, but you friends have created like a soft cushion of a support system that I can reach for things and fall on my ass and I won't die. So thank you again. And yeah, I'll thank you indefinitely. You friends know this, but you better get used to it more. More love. I'm super far behind. I'm catching up with you friends. I don't know if you know this, but anything like the projectors where you're renting or doing the legwork to procure, you add 20% minimum to that quote. That will help you cases of inevitabilities. That is true, and I do know this, and I did. I did kind of like take that into consideration, and I am willing to also eat into my profits to deal with those inevitabilities. This is technically a festival that's happening in like the winter solstice. It's like the peak of the cold here in South Africa. So it's gonna be a small one. By its temperature, it's gonna be a cold one because people you're gonna attract a very specific crowd, you know, people that are willing to suffer through cold to have a party. And there are only so many of those kinds of people. So it is a smaller festival, and I'm aware of that, and my awareness of that does dictate my quote. Like I am definitely, as a business person, someone that will quote someone that can afford a bigger quote more, right? Not from a place of trying to be conniving, or we have a word in Afrikaans that goes om iemand uit te byt. You know, when you're like trying to take advantage of someone, not from a taking advantage of someone, but from a like distribution. You know, like there's a distribution of wealth in this world, and if that distribution of wealth needs your services and can afford to pay you for it, then you deserve to be paid for your services. Yeah, because why? Because love is true. Most. The want to do the show is a big part. The money is a bonus. Yeah. That's always how I look at stuff. I'm still very strange it's still very strange taking money for my art. I think for me, the problem is I know I'm not actually gonna enjoy the festival part of it. Because the way I operate is that I almost like turn into a mechanized version of myself when I'm working, because you know, like I need to do things, and I don't actually particularly enjoy being that version of myself. However, I know that if I don't, then there will be nothing for me to expect from that world. right? As in, if I'm not putting in the effort to build something that could end up being something in that world, I have to put in the effort. Right? There's no way to get to that thing I want, and that thing I want is more unity, more people coming together for music, for beautiful works of art, for beautiful smells. I would like to incorporate into my festivals like aromatherapy as well, right? Like imagine like a waft of air blowing over you and it smells of like, you know, toast waffles. It sounds oh Gary, blessings. Thank you, bro. Sending you love this man. If you haven't seen it, you should. Gary Lee has this new short video where he does like a parody, and it's kind of a parody of like what it's like to get into the cold shower, and it is hilarious and it's so relatable. Even though he is pushing it, you know, with the amount of stuff, it is. It's awesome. You should go and check it out if you haven't yet. No. Let me see where I was. I scrolled down a lot just to quickly meet you on that side. Yeah. So on the other side, uh, if I want to be able to do stuff like that, right? Be able to host festivals of my own one day, I'm going to have to understand a lot of stuff. And this happens to be a part of it. And I'm going to have to be uncomfortable being a machine of visual making, right? I make this is my mission, my directive. Directive, right? And I am like that because I compartmentalize. I am extremely autistic, and I need to. Otherwise, the overstimulation of that whole space, loud music, different entities, some of them curious about what's going on in my space, some of them just out there, some of them peaking in volume differences, you know, excited, uh, yelling at their friend from across the dance floor. So I have to be machine. I'm doing this thing, right? And again, I don't know if I really enjoy that. That's the part that I get stuck on, Zano. Is that if I was just doing that in the hopes of something coming of it, I wouldn't. But now the universe is showing me clear beats of something will, something has, something did. Right now, Gary Lee, more coming off it, right? More abundance blessing us. Thank you, you puzzle piece, you. It's based on a true story. It's so real, dude. It's winter here right now, bro. So like the cold showers are especially cold, like rude cold. Like you're like ready to fight someone afterwards. You hope someone looks at you wrong to fight them because of how cold it is. Cake looks ace on Discord. Duck that. Oh, you already showed us the cake. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, one of those days. Bless you, Simon. Breathe, bro. I've never tried the whole breathing into a paper bag method. Apparently, it raises the amount of carbon dioxide you have in your system. Is that true? I'm seeing a bunch of cakes here, and I'm seeing this like Pikachu. I'm guessing he's gonna cut like bake a tray, and then he's gonna cut that shape out of that sheet of cake. That's what I'm thinking. Do correct me if I'm wrong. But these all look great, dude. Duck Dad is a machine. Duck cake! Man, Louis Fractals as well. Love is true. Thank you for making a cake for your young one. One of my favorite cakes that I ever had was a cake my dad made me when I was 9. It was in the shape of a snake. I was like, this is sick. This is so fucking cool. And then I ate it, and it was tasty as well. So thank you, Dad. Bless you. mm Of course, I'm going to ice it. A brown Pikachu shape wouldn't be very nice. Who's that Pokemon? But as a cake, right? That you can like put a spin on it, and then if anybody complains about your Pikachu shaped chocolate cake, you tell them that they're boring, and they lack imagination and creativity. You know, and if they were a good sport, if they knew what Pokemon was all about, they would clearly see that this is obviously a bit that you're doing, and them not splitting their sides in laughter is obviously the fault of their own. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. Okay, again. Melt skunk. What? Very, very amazing dog. Remember, a little yellow goes a long way. Bees rule, wasps suck. Wasps are great, bro. Wasps serve our ecosystems as well. We need them too. I give the wasps water, bro. I save the wasps when I watch them. That sounds weird. When I see them drown in the pot of water that I have out there. And they're grateful. I've never, not once, had a wasp sting me when I save its life after it was almost drowning. Right? And wasps have stung me when I like enter their bubble of protection. So me getting close enough to like must be like bubble of protection, sting worthiness, but for some reason when I save their lives, they don't want to kill me. So in my mind, that reads as gratitude. And if they're grateful, then how can I hate them? How can I hate them? They can be grateful. Right? And when I give that little garden of ours water, a bunch of insects from the whole area like are absolutely stoked. It's like literally buzzing. You can like see stuff flying around like over that little garden as I'm giving it water because they're like chilling on the leaves, drinking some droplets. It is dry in the winter here, so it's nice. The insects deserve love too, and they're grateful. I'm sure they're grateful with the amount of stoked energy and how they like it goes from like barren to buzzing. Right when I put some water on the plants, that seems like a whole party to me. Being being Berganaut, I've been researching a lot about yellow, red, and blue dyes. Yeah, that is going to be something to be aware of. Phthalates are also important. So, like drinking milk products are also something to be aware of. Uh, and maybe being mindful of what you wash your clothing with. Sending your blessings, Zano. Your little one will come into this world perfect. I see them now. So healthy. Already wise. Already dropping mad wisdoms. Zano, now is the stage where you will overanalyze everything that goes into your body. Good. Good. Overanalyze. Once the little one arrives, you will be like, oh, sweet. A previously sucked on goldfish cracker for dinner. Yeah, goldfish crackers are like small little crispy thingies. I'm not going to trust that they're very nutritionally dense, and if you're building a child inside of you, that's probably not going to do it. I may or may not have befriended the wasps in preparation of having a wasp army. I mean, I'm gonna heat my Dynavap to think about that. White Widow, round 2. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Wasp army. Okay, right? So from the start, from the very start, there is a little bit of an earthiness to it. I'm still thinking Wasp Army though. Even though I love that idea, Joe, like having actual wasps as an army, my mind pivots and it thinks about robot wasps. Still a wasp army, but I can control them. Jovan is like, bruh, when you control the biological wasps, it's basically like each wasp has its own individualized AI. You're right, Joe. That is insane. But how? I want to befriend the wasps good enough that they listen to me. I want to befriend the wasps good enough that they'll come back and whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Is whisper sweet nothing a sexual thing? Maybe I should rephrase that. Whisper all the secrets. All the secrets. Uh-huh. Okay. Tell the others. Yes. I feel so unhinged right now. I'm gonna stop. More wasps. Bless. My favorite streamer is Melster. Thank you, Simon. That's so nice, bro. I love that. See our pets in Discord for daily weeby GBs. I'm gonna see some our pets. Little kitties. More kitties. Aww. Zoe selling tomatoes. That's a healthy looking tomato plant, bro. That's a thick stem you got there. Oh wow, yeah. This kind of melts my brain. This is Jovan with a half-bitten grape that she holds for the wasps, and then they come close and they drink the little grape juice. That's kind of wild. That's really cool. Doggo being in this outfit as well. That's a nice looking outfit. Yeah, see. That looks pretty. That looks like nicer than some of the clothing that I own, Zano. Like I know that I'm laughing like I'm joking, but I'm actually kind of being serious. Look at that dapper old duder. Nice of you to take care of him like that. Talking about the wasps, right? Holy shiz. That's freaky. I guess that's good that the mine closed. Did you ever see the conditions? So tough to have the town turn against you. I never saw the conditions, but apparently, again from my dad's perspective, he was captain. Like he was again a board member. Like he's not the dude that's in that world. And my dad didn't have a fatality the whole time he had worked there, which was something like 3 years. Which is good by mining standards. Really good by mining standards. So yeah. Like I didn't mention that part, but also the fatalities started happening, right, in more than one when my dad wasn't there anymore. So it was like a whole thing, continues to be a whole thing in my dad's world. Learning, right? Hey Shell, it's nice having you here. Thank you for sharing some pineapple with us. I have been stung in the neck twice by wasps. So then what happens to you? Then we'll talk. I mean, I've been stung, like I think a total of maybe in the high 30s of times, right? High 30s. Like in my times of getting stung the most by wasps, and I used to hate wasps like feverishly as well during that time of my life, is because I would enter a room that was like abandoned, because I was living on like a farm and there was like a bunch of small little abandoned buildings on the property that had like a bunch of wasps in them, and I was like, what's in here? And then the wasps were like, fuck you, guy. This is our home. And then I was like, yeah, wasps no cool. But then I realized that I'd probably do the same. If some random ass person just came into my home, I'd probably also, I wanted to say sting him with my stinger, and I was like, you should not say you should not say that though. It's horrible, Joe. They're crawling on you. They're not crawling on her. They're just chilling. They're just chilling there, not crawling. More wasps, less chance of me ever having to come across a black widow in the wild. Yeah, this is true. Wasps are natural spider predators, right? So if you hate spiders, you have to love wasps. That's how it works. That's like easy math, you know. Can't deny it. Yay, I love when you and John jam. Bless. I'll let him know as well, Joy. Joy, I did give a gentle warning with the term heebie-jeebies. They were dying in my sunroom, and so I gave them a fruit, and they kept coming back to me. It was so wild to experience. Yo, like there's little consciousness in there. There's a sense of self. There's me and you. There's us in that too, right? Maybe not very smart, but smart enough to know. Friendly, friendly. Give nice thing. Yum, 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 yum. This is so nice. Thank you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm anthropomorphizing. Maybe instead it's just buzz, 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 buzz. Eat buzz, buzzing, buzzing, buzz. And still, that for some reason that's endearing to me. I find that endearing too, even if it just makes buzz. Oh, okay. Never been stung by a bee, by the way. I have been stung by bees more. Our bees here in South Africa are more aggressive than our wasps are, especially if you get close to them. The bees will fuck you up harder than the wasps will. You know, the bees will also like smear you full of pheromones. Be like, yeah, get this guy especially, right? So what's happened with me is a bee has stung me, and then put some of its pheromones on me. So I'm like suffering, getting hurt, and then I'm just like going about my business, walking around, and then more bees come and sting me. And then I'm like more hurt. And then I'm getting the stingers out of my face again. And then I'm like trying to wash my face with the water, and you can smell it. I can smell, at least. I don't know if everybody can, but I can definitely smell. Maybe it's because I've been stung so many times. I can smell that, like, it's almost sweet. It smells nice, kind of. Nice in a bad way. Some of you friends know what I mean by that. When they release that pheromone of like sting this guy, and then you can like try and wash that off of you, but it stays. And then like you literally fear going outside because if one of the bees smell you, they're gonna come and try and stab you. Alright, like wasps have never done some shit like that to me. So, and I love bees. Don't get me wrong. I love the bees. I do, but I cannot hate the wasps in comparison. Here, she wrote fruit last. Holy shit, that's freaky. I guess that's good. I guess it's good that okay, yeah, bless again. Was 12 and got stung riding my bike. The last year I got stung just walking down the street. Still ain't been by a bee though. You've only been stung twice in your entire life. Bruh. The worlds we live in. I have been stung excessively, right? When I was 12. Okay, this is to like give you an idea of like the excessive stinging I've experienced. So there is this other wasp species in South Africa that's small and red. Hey Google, can you show me the small red wasp that lives in South Africa? I don't know why I articulated it like that, bro. The wasp that lives in South Africa. These photos look so massive of them. But yeah, these little ones. These little dudes. And they're like this big. Like maximum. So they're not like huge wasps. They're like mini waspies. But the way they sting is by like literally Gatling gunning their stingers. And I wish I was joking, but they like when they sting something. So when I was 9, it was literally on my birthday. We had this like little platform that was next to the pool, and the birthday party was happening on that platform, and I was sitting on a chair. I went down to sit on the chair after having swam, and I put a shirt on my back, right, like on my body. And as I put the shirt over me, I started feeling a stinging sensation, and I realized there was something in the shirt with me. And upon taking the shirt out, as I like pulled the shirt over my back, it got like hooked onto the shirt, but at the same time, its stinger was pointing flesh. So it literally made this like stringed line that all the way up my back, something like 25 sting marks, as I was like pulling it over my back. Like that's how fast it was, and it was like comical. Like the family found it funny seeing this line of stings of my back, but it was not funny to me, and I hated those particular wasp species for a very long time as a result of it as well. Man, being a kid, yeah, being stung by something, right? Like something so small. You're like so big as a human being, and it causes so much discomfort. I was stung in the thigh as a youngster when the perceived threat when they perceive threat or when they're squished, they release a pheromone to alert the others. In other words, tries to stay on their good slide. Yeah, exactly. They have facial recognition too, but these are American wasps. I don't know about UK wasps. Yeah, UK wasps, you know, have like a mean accent, and they like are super rude. I've learned that I know you weren't saying it like that, but that's still the way my autistic ass like interprets it. What a UK wasp would be like, you know. Like I watched a video today of these two girls talking about uh, an ice cream vendor asking them 9 quid for 2 ice creams, and like the amount of like disrespect that that little girl is throwing. Like I want to mimic it, you know, but I cannot do the British accent. Yeah, yeah, maybe the freaking UK wasps with their British accents. They don't, they don't want to recognize your face. You know, life is so gloom and doom. They just look ahead of themselves. They never look at your face. They can't see you. You know, mate. I'm going to be moving next month, and I'm really excited about it. But every time we tell family or get excited about it, they always ask about jobs. Like, I get so fucking mad. Yeah, I mean, you know, me being other side of the advocate, and maybe that's not what you need. Maybe I'll say this first, Zano. You are 100% valid, and what's the other word I'm looking for? Appropriate, I think, in your response of feeling like, yeah, see, stop with the whole jobs fractal, right? And I feel that too, just for what it's worth. But the way I try to see it on the other side is that they just care about us and our security and our safety. And in their world and in their worldview, what that security and safety looks like is jobs. Because that's all they've known their whole lives, right? Literally, all they've known their whole lives. So, here's the use on no breaking patterns. Sending you blessings on your journey. Yeah, you don't have to grind your tits off in order to support yourself. I'm going to be. You aren't allowed to carry barbs in public anymore. UK was there. I love how me and Sam were like same fractal. Like UK wasps aren't allowed to carry barbs in public anymore, Joe. Sam was making a joke like you're not allowed to carry guns in UK, where in America you very much can. I love you, Sam. That's awesome. That's actually hilarious. Even more creative than mine, I feel. Like the accents is kind of funny, but I think the open carry, that's very creative. Like let us settle into our new life. I get enough disability to pay rent. Like I'm quitting my job when I leave, and I don't think I want to go back to work. I'm staying at home with this baby, and I think that will be a blessed experience for you, Zano. Raising your child. The fact that you have that as an option at least makes me happy. Bless you. It's your life. I'm glad you're going to live it the way that you choose, Zano. Yeah, I was having that thought today, right? Of like thinking about the stuff that we like doing. Like life is too short to spend all of your time doing things that you hate, right? Like that was like the thought. I was like, yeah, yeah. So insightful, Melt. It says, Zana Banana, you're gonna be a great mama. Maybe you'll have time to art and hobby for yourself while you're being a super awesome mama. Yeah, I think so. Right? Maybe the art will even be changed by the fact that there's a child in the world alongside her. Just stay home and make stuff, literally. My mom made me a Pikachu cake for the same year of my birthday. Oddly enough, you bring that up. That is super nice. Uh, we're going full circle on this one. Agent K. Hope everyone is doing well. Bless you, dear friend. Message your dad, Melt, and tell him about the snake cake he made for you being one of your favorite birthday memories. Do. Hallo papa, ons praat bietjie op my stream nou oor een van my vriende wat Dagdad genoem word. Hy maak 'n koek vir sy dogtertjie, sy word 5 môre. En ek vertel vir mense dat sy gaan dit baie waardeer en ek weet want pappa het vir my toe ek 9 was 'n baie cool slangkoek gemaak. En dis tot hierdie dag toe nog steeds. Ek dink my favorite birthday koek. So dankie daarvoor pappa weer eens. Baie lief papa. Sien papa binnekort. And it is 34 seconds as well to boot. Love is true. There we go. Thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate that, Jordy. Christine, hello again, dear friend. It's nice having you. Watched you before my first session of physical therapy. You're keeping me calm. I'm so happy to hear that. That really is very nice to hear. Like it makes me happy that I'm making you calm. But also, like it makes me feel good. Like egotistically that I can create an experience like that. You know, I'm not trying to. I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm making me sound, I'm tripping up a little bit. I'm gonna come down again. Thank you, dear friend. I appreciate that so much. Uzano, as a kid, I loved making stuff with my mama and grandma's clay and painting in bubbles. Your little baby is gonna be so lucky, literally. Mango looks like a UK trip rapper. Mango is Zano's doggo. Track Thursdays reconvenes this evening as usual time and place. We shall be doing weird things. Arrive prepared. Love is true. Thank you, Sam. Kristen, you got this. You strong. Oh yeah. Did I miss? No. Christine. No, Kristen. Yes, Jovan, crafts all day long. Gonna be so messy. Ever been stung by a bee melt? Yeah. You see where like wasps sting you and keep their stingers. Bees sometimes lose them, and then you have this like little black spot with like a little gooey bit on it that you have to like. And then if you squeeze it, you'll like put more venom in yourself or something, you know, which doesn't sound fun to me. So again, I'm kind of leaning more because again, like this is the way I'm posing this fractal. How can I? It's like the missing puzzle piece. Yes, we cannot hate bees, right? Pollinators and as such, right? However, when it comes to stinging, wasps are better, so we can't hate them either. Boom. Now suddenly there's less hatred. That's how it works. That's literally how it works. Yo, wasp, what's the buzz around? You could be like, yo, wasp, what's the buzz? Yeah, exactly. And your little wasp drones, you know, it just goes out into the world, absorbing information, vital information, right? Making you the mostest informed of minorities. The wasp queen, you know, that sounds like a cool. We'll make a whole little mini TV show about it one day even. My mom stayed home with us until we went to preschool/kindergarten. We lived by routines and timetables. Makes sense now, not then, that there was so many fun activities. She made us play doh. Your kid is gonna be so blessed to have you, Zana. Bless. I like the amount of support you friends are showing in chat. Makes me so happy. Thank you. True loves. I wonder, like my mind, as I do, wants to recognize patterns. I wonder how much of the way you turned out does have something to do with that whole routine and timetables before you went to into preschool. Or maybe you just live by routines and timetables the whole way through. I'm kind of lost on exactly the way I'm supposed to interpret. Yellow jackets, dude. Those things are no bueno. My foot once thumped through a hollow log, once in a nest. That's like very dangerous. That's like dangerous in a way, like double dangerous. Like stepping through a hollow log can like break your leg and stuff and and then there are yellow jacket wasps. Just that seems like as close to like a horror story as I can imagine. 30 plus things in a matter of 45 seconds. No, not just wasps. Getting stung by the wasps. You see, like this is making me feel like all of my flight or sensors are being like run away, dude. Hot club back. No. Crap, stinging insects suck. 2 times stings. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Christine. We love you, friend. You'll be fine. Time is made up anyway. We love you guys. Let's wasp versus bee debate this is. This is horrifying, and I am of the school of thought that while bees are good and beneficial and lovely, wasps are tiny, horrible demons. Yes, Ellie. And now, by definition, we've like extinguished some of that hatred towards the wasps because they don't leave stingers behind in us. They have facial recognition. They can be grateful when you give them nice things or save their lives. Right? They're not that panicky. I've noticed at least. Not in comparison to bees. Like bees are very like when you get close to them. Wasps are more like. Does that make sense? No? It makes sense to me, okay? It makes perfect sense to me. One autistic version of myself watching this autistic version of myself. Be like, no, I get it. That makes 100% sense. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, other version of myself that I never disagree with. You are so welcome. You're great. Thank you. You're great as well. I'm this. Oh, Nana, good morning. Bless you again. It's nice having you here today, Ellie. I have never been stung by a bee. Never. And I have never been stung by a bee or a wasp. I am deathly afraid, deathly terrified of both, and I have lots of experience of them, including running, screaming through a parking lot because a bee was chasing me. I don't know if you should share information like that with me, Joyleaf. Because like there's clearly something wrong with me. Like a little bit at least. Where it like absorbs information like that and goes, "You've never been stung by a bee?" What a new and novel experience worth having. Obviously I wouldn't do such a thing. But there's like a part of me that's like, and I'm like, no, you fucking psycho. What's wrong with you? Sit down. No. I dropped my ring and it just like rolled away. Look at that, so far. Oh, I'm gonna get it in a second. Mighty she is, Alibaba. I know this sounds silly, but to me, I was running for my life. It doesn't sound silly. You were, right? Because again, that fractal of like running from something that you perceive as dangerous on a biological level. Running from something that is dangerous to you, that danger is to your life. So you were actually running for your life on a biological, hormonal, like the stuff that your body was releasing and saying to you. Oh, run, run. Wasps are rad. Bees with no. They got bees with thought. Bees also though. They got cute butts, that's true. Yeah, I've only been stung twice, and once was by accident because I knelt on it. What a trip. Seems like I've been taking like the brunt of your friends' like insect stings. Getting most of that myself. I haven't been stung in like a few months, like a month and a bit, but I got stung here once by again those like small little red wasps. Most recently, I was attacked by eastern yellow jackets, which are particularly aggressive. Someone let their dogs get into their nest and stir them up on a hitchhiking trail. Yeah, I cannot defend the the yellow jackets. They seem to be a little bit extra spicy. I'm leaving, but the fruit can stay. We love you, Shell. See you next time, dear friend. As long as you don't mind paying self-employment taxes in the US, I swear this country hates small businesses. You can make your own job doing something you actually like. Yeah. Hopefully that will change as well, slowly but surely. And the country doesn't hate small businesses. The companies lobbying your government does. Smash It Dance, Our Melt, music time. We are going to play music soon. Hey, John! John? I don't really feel comfortable adding more gain to my voice than that, so I'm gonna close the gap. I don't know if dandelions grow there, but the juice from their stems help with stings and bites from different bugs. We don't have much dandelions here, to be honest. But we do, but they're not common. Kristen gonna win. Go smash the day, friends. Bless. So much love. Bees and insects. Bees and stinging insects are runaway annoying. I'd be lying if I said that I haven't run away from a bee either. Right? Just for what it's worth. Right? I'm not that guy that's like 50 bees stinging me and I'm like keeping my pace. No. No. I wish. I wish I was that cool. No. Hey John. Hey John. Are you almost done with your game? You almost done with your game? Yeah, I'm bringing the GoPro out so long. Cool. Yeah, it's getting cold again. As you do, as the sun sets in winter. I feel like I'm 4 minutes behind comments. Let me just see if I refresh this. No, that's fine. I am where I'm supposed to be. One more White Widow. Like, this one definitely is affecting me more than I anticipated. John Melt wants to listen to beats and dance. I'm not gonna be dancing. Maybe you can call drumming a type of dance. Can you? I do move my body. But we're just gonna play some drum and have some music being made. It just hit me that my friend who is coming to visit from Tasmania in July is going to have a shock at the climate shift. She'll be doing the midwinter to midsummer. Hmm. Your friend who is coming to visit from Tasmania in July. Why do I feel like I know who that is? Am I supposed to know who that is? Let me tell you something, Ellie. To say something without saying it. Yesterday, we reviewed a stream on Weedy Wednesday. It was called, is called Himalayan Gold. And the person who grew it, her name is Boyana. I thought that was pretty cool. You probably do. It's love down under. How about that, Ali? How about us making brainwaves? Yeah. Love is true. You should tell. You should tell Boyana that I reviewed a strain that was grown by a lady that carried her name and that I liked it. She's gonna get slapped in the face by the sun, Ellie. I think this is the nicest it's tasted. I think this is the hottest it's gotten on the first cycle. Very nice. It's love from down under. Yes, it is. Still tastes nice. She's awesome. She calls me her American daughter. I'm so excited to see her. Bless Ellie. She really is. She called me, I think something like 5 days or 6 days ago for my birthday as well. And it was nice having that conversation. She's such a good heart. The amount of care and the amount of, I want to articulate this correctly, the unwillingness to accept your own bullshit, right? Kind of vibes. To say it another way, when you talk to Boyana, she will have no tolerance for you thinking less of yourself than you deserve. And that is a beautiful trait to have. White Rhino gone? No, Simon. There are still granules of White Rhino. Fortunately, this is just me taking a little bit of a detour, experiencing something else for a little bit. It's so amazing how people from so many different parts of the world can connect and chat with each other. If we're just willing to. If we're just willing to, Ellie. That's the real bottleneck, right? And we don't have a lot of time. There's a million other things to do. Some of them more fun than others. How do we motivate ourselves to do what we know is good for us? That was technically a theme for today. I'll say just that. Alright, I'm going to give you more information than that now. Because we do know, that there are a bunch of things in our lives that do not serve us. and those things rise and fall in their intensity when it comes to their presence in our lives, to say it in so many words, right? You can just call it like a type of addiction cycle. But knowing, intrinsically understanding what's happening doesn't make it any easier to not. And I wonder if there is a way for me to get good enough at articulation that I can help people to. Right? And maybe I'll share a little bit more. I had a conversation with a friend today about League of Legends. This friend plays a lot of it. Like more than 12 hours a day of this game. And I like today took a moment to really have a conversation about how this is not something that will serve your life going forward. And like it's a hard conversation to have with anyone. It's a hard conversation to have with yourself. But you can have the conversation and it doesn't really change the behavior. Like for me it was Dota. Still kind of the same world. Spent like a total of 2,000 hours of my life doing that. Right? And to like give us a perspective, some of my streams are longer than others, this is true. But if all of my streams were just 1 hour long, I haven't even done 2,000 hours here with you friends. Alright? It's wild. Here's John. He's not gonna be on camera, he says. But I'll play. It's amazing. Bless you again, Ali.
I sit here now.
It's good. I don't know if this is a good perspective. fun, bro. Very nice.
Yes.
Fun.
Here comes speeding Mono.
This is just blasting.
He was coming in the corner like neon.
Like it's putting G's in there, like.
That was very groovy.
Of like hip tightness, bro.
Riktigt schizoider.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, but your rhythm's tight by now already. Like you already got the.
Getting into the like groove of things. Like I don't have any training. bro.
Yes,
So I'm just like.
But you listen to lots of music. And the Psytrance does have like nasty drum patterns
Exactly.
because of how. Very nice. Like I'm trying to. much less.
I actually just need to start fucking watching YouTube videos now. I haven't watched a single on how to YouTube video. Not a single one has grazed my eyeballs. Why? I also, for the fact, didn't once, not a singular time, watch a single Kalimba video.
Ugh.
So just me being like,
Refusing help. I'll do it myself.
I do it. I can self.
Axel.
Act self. Are you sure you don't want it to be like just like a guitar box in frame? Like a song?
Sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Give me a second eye. I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom. Higher than the empire state. My lover, she's waiting for me. Just across my must have been taken by some sunglasses. Asking about a car. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget. But between the drinks and something still holds my apologies. I'm trying hard to take it back. So if not, our purposes, and if you like falling.
I'm trying to remember what the beat variation was, and it's like glitching my brain.
So on the chorus, it is very much just. Yeah, it's basically like the Avatar: The Lost Airbender intro. Yeah. Yeah, it is the triplets tribe.
And try again.
Yes. You see, so now if you just do that drum pattern, you can do one. You can go. You can start. Trying to forget, but between the drinks and something still holds my apology. I'm trying not to take it back. So with my our purposes, and if you feel like falling, I'll carry you tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. Yeah. I just thought maybe we can find new ways to fall apart. I don't know. So let's raise it up. Got someone to carry me home. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn right. Let's carry me home tonight, and then you have to go like na 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 na. Yes. Yes, like exactly like that. Now all we need is 2 microphones.
Yeah, people need to hear this. People don't know what they're missing. I appreciate you friends joining us for this. Thank you, John. Appreciate you playing with me, bro. You know, that was fun, man.
Yes.
Let me just shape us up. I haven't forgotten about card pulling. I know I forgot yesterday to bring my cards, but keep saying love, love. Singing like the Muppets, yay! I'm so happy to see Jovan being stoked about that too. Yeah, you can just Muppet sing it if you don't know the lyrics. Malster smashing the drums, playing ace acoustic guitar, mate. It really is nice. Hey, Kristen, so nice. Sadly, I must part, but I'm glad I got to say hi and hear a little of the sweet music. We love you. Thank you for being here for only a moment. We have Uncle Becky here too, the digital immigrant himself. I learned there was a secret chord. Oh wow, look at that sunset. So happy that I could share it with you friends. A song I forgot I could play. Gonna re-add it to my 8-string library. Howdy, Uncle Becky. Bless. So much lessons. Awesome band practice. It is, right? It's good for us. John is correct track. John sings this one so nicely. Hey, John! Hey, John, man! Hey, John, man! Maybe he's in the bathroom right now. Sorry, Tani. People love your singing. They love your guitar playing. They're like super stoked about us singing together, man. And they're like, Jovan says, of that last bit of us not knowing the lyrics, she's like, yeah, singing like the Muppets. It works. I want to do like meow covers of a bunch of songs.
The internet is not ready.
Bro. Love is true. Thank you, friends, for joining me, having these moments with me. I don't know if a goodbye message is being manifested right now.
You know what to do.
Cards around the corner, but keep talking. Do I know what?
You can sing moves like Jagger like a cow. I got that move.
Oh,
You get different animal onesies.
severe cringe.
You get different animal
Bro,
onesies.
people are gonna consider me a furry. Oh, we're gonna be like, now he's a cow furry.
Yes.
Now he's a cat.
It'll be normalized if we have a very large group of people. So we just need a very large group of people, all in different animal costumes. Wait, that sounds like something.
I'm happy you stopped yourself. I was just here for this conversation, man. Like, bro, the layers of concern. I told you my
But they-
levels of
But
concern.
I'm telling you, there's a reason they do it in groups, and it normalizes it.
There's a reason they do it in groups and it
Yes,
normalizes
it normalizes it.
Come to John for bad advice.
Sage advice.
Sage advice. Bruh. Boop boop. Goodbye has been generated. We pull a card. Yeah, we're gonna pull a card. Thank you for letting me know, Joe. I appreciate it. Swagger like Jagger. Love is true. I'm calling dibs on the cat onesie. Nice. I was thinking that actually. Right. We probably are gonna be pretty strange in our ultimate forms, aren't we? Probably. This one right here. This is the Star Mother. The mother of stars, I tell you. How can you mother yourself? Today's stream topic was about your uniqueness, right? The fact that you offer a solution that the universe needs. Otherwise, you wouldn't be. And if you continue living, you will be met with multiple opportunities to make someone or something's life better. Right? And that's something to look forward to, if anything is. So, how can you mother yourself?
Oei, mommy, melk gebring.
Tannie, Charlene! Het jy net gesien ek dra een van my serpe?
Nee, ek het ook gesien.
Star Mother.
Oh, dis prettiness.
Dis mooi net Tannie.
Ja.
Wat in die voel het.
O, maar dis lekker.
Dit is lekker. Hulle almal voel so lekker. Hulle almal voel nie presies
Dis so
dieselfde
nie,
nie, maar hulle almal voel so
This is
lekker.
pretty. I like it.
Dankie Tannie.
Like pretty.
Tannie Charlene's gifts to me for my birthday, so love is true. It's the first time she's seeing them as well in person. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself?
So 12 uur. En waar?
Ek gaan môre van die ry na Bloemfontein toe. So dan net die tyd wat dit was. Ja.
Page 48. John, ek dink nee, ek dink dalk om ons saam te vat. Ek weet nie of daar gaan plek vir hom wees nie. Dis die een probleem want dit gaan ek, my boetie, my ander boetie
ja,
en my
nee.
boetie se guy wees.
En Starlink.
En jy weet hoe baie sal.
Ja, daai Starlink is baie.
Want hy vat my net soos baie
Laat een van jou boeties sommer net vashou terwyl hulle
of hulle skoot.
Op die-
Hulle weet genoeg, Wessel sal 10 sulke shit doen net om die Starlink internet te hê. Weet jy wat, ek dink ek wil dit doen want ons internet gaan so kak wees. My pa het ons internet gedowngrade as is 3 meg per second.
Ja, en die stream gaan dalk kakker oor weg.
Ja, is nog nie 'n strategie hier nie. Kom ek bel vir
Maar dis of jy vat dit of dit gaan toegesluit wees in jou
Is in die kamer,
so jy
exactly.
kan net so wel as daar plek is of as
Kom ons vind uit. As Wessel wil struggle.
as Wessel wil.
Sorry for this. This is now a little bit of like a Hey Boeta,
Side quest unlocked.
kan jy hoor?
Yes.
Asai.
Ja.
Hoor ek jou nou. Ons praat nou Boeta. Ek dink dalk om die Starlink te bring hierdie naweek, maar ek wonder gaan daar plek vir hom wees.
Just nee.
Nee, ja, dit
Gaan nie.
Ja, ek het so gedink. Ek weet nie of
Ek wou nog vir julle sê daar's dalk nog klaar gaan dis dalk redelik min plek wees want dis nou 4 mense se bagasie en 4 mense.
Yes. Nee, ek het so gehoor weer. Ek het so met dadelik op vir John gesê, ek weet nie of gaan plek vir hom wees nie. Behalwe as iemand bereid is om hom sy skoot rond te ry. Jy weet en ek weet nie of Wessel vinnige internet genoeg sal wil hê om so te suffer nie.
Nee, verseker nie. Dit gaan nie ek dink niemand gaan daar wees om vinnig internet te hê nie. Dan maar familie naweek is so
Ja,
besig dit is nie vinnig internet daar te hê nie.
dis dalk waar ja. Maar soos ons gaan op by koppie wees, so dan gaan dit nie geen internet wees nie.
Daar gaan geen internet wees nie. Dis net syn, maar
Ja, ek soos ek wil nog net dink aan my werk en goeders, maar ek's bly ek het maar seker gemaak. Ek het ander geneem, dan gaan nie genoeg plek wees. Ek sê ja, maak seker.
ja, nee, ek dink dit gaan as jy gaan vat gaan nie in kan pas nie, dan gaan jy hom met los in die kar en dan hoe dan as jy dit kan gebruik het.
Nou, hy gaan nie gebruik word hierdie naweek ten minste, maar
Maar daar's nog steeds daarom wifi by die huis. Dis nie nog geen wifi is daar nie.
nee, maar die wifi is nie meer goed genoeg vir my om te kan werk daarmee nie.
Dink dit is.
Ek het mos laas keer getraai.
Wat is dit nou 10 meg of 4 meg of
Ja,
wat?
4 meg.
Maar
Ja,
nou,
ek sal teen 'n bietjie vir my data koop weer of iets sê.
ja, sal werk.
Nice. Sien julle 'n bietjie môre?
Right, so. Yes.
Yes.
Môre.
Love you dude. Veilig ry.
Dankie man. Jy ook. Bye.
Cheers. Alright, sorry for that. Dutch Afrikaans. Bang some tunes out. Tiny voice is sweet. She does have a sweet voice. Like she's been through some stuff. As all of us have. There's a lot of compassion in that voice. Compassion and understanding. Star Mother, I know it's bad. I know. But we don't get right. Let me see if I can make it better with this light that's next to me. Ew! Yes, please. It's better, a little bit. It's not like complete darkness anymore. Okay. How can you mother yourself? Let me open the comments again. You are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens, let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself first. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth.
We've recently pulled that cord as well after watching her.
That's true. That is true. Well reading, thank you, dear friends. Thank you for joining me, for spending moments of your life making mine feel more full, more special, more loving. I hope I do the same for you. I like lay awake at night worrying about it. Have the most thriving Thursday, everybody. You're for super mega massive reelsers and for really truly truthsy, so very perfectly put together money making melt more. Yeah, suddenly takes up more room. Suddenly gets more buff and jacked. on all of you, oh so skillfully strategic, coyly clever, respectfully resolving, perplexingly perfect, amazingly authentic, wholly wholesome, humanimal critic creatures puzzling together your unique solutions. Thank you for making a part of the puzzle that is me. I appreciate you. I love you. It's okay, Mel, to make money. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's totally okay. Right? There's just a part of me that like almost like it gets opfluent, like you see this fractal that I have been forced to believe. I don't really want to. I don't really want to be someone who needs to make money. I would like to already. I would like. It would be so great if I could just be born to like a Jeff Bezos daddy, you know, and I can just not have to ever think about money ever. That would be great. But also, if that was my circumstances, then I probably wouldn't be who I am. So, Sylvie, love is true. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me again, dear friends. It's always a pleasure. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. We love this fractal stream, yeah. And it will keep fractaling. It will become more and more complicated, more and more diverse. We'll do more and more cool things. I'll take you friends on adventures, I promise. Stick with me, and we'll see cool things. That I can promise. I promise. I do promise that. I promise. Watch. Your friends Evan. I love you. I'll see you again soon.